Welcome back. Thank you for joining me. We've got all sorts going on, so quite a lot to update you with. And Spain has sent me a message. I've been invading them, and I haven't read it yet. I've saved it. I only saw it earlier today. So let's check it out, actually. See what they say. Messages. Well, I saw they'd popped up. I'll let you pass in my territory, but we should stay in peace. I'm going to take the Africa, and with your alliance, you can take Asia. I don't want to be in war with you, man. They offer right of way or for peace. Okay, I'm going to decline because they're totally going down. I've taken their capital just in the last hour or so. So I've got Madrid. I did see actually that the morale in Zaragoza and what's this city? Barcelona. These first two cities I took, the morale was going down the pan, and I thought they're going to go rogue. So I've sent back an infantry unit each to them, just to keep them occupied. I guess it gives them some sort of defence, but not much, because it's just the motorised infantry, the weak one. It's the mechanised infantry that's strong. So I don't really know where to go from here, because I've got all these 4 other cities, and interestingly, I might have caught Spain on the hop, because look at him going into North Africa. He's taken Tangier and Rabat, so I think he may have moved all of his army down there and left himself completely undefended. Tim.
Yeah, well timed. Time attack.
Oh, I can barely hear you, Tim. I'll have to find some way to get your volume up. But I'll run through the other developments as well. So Bari in South Italy did go rogue, so I had to send back a couple of troops. But also on the toe of Italy, I think they've got troops there still. The Italians, that is. So I'm going to send... I'm just going to leave 1 motorised infantry and send 2 combat recons and 1 motorised vehicle to take the toe of Italy. And then we've got this anti-air battalion that Jonathan sent along with my big stack. So I've got 2 tanks, 2 main battle tanks, a combat recon and a motorised infantry to defend Rome for now. I think that's a really good solid defence there. I've sent a main battle tank over to you, Jonathan, and it's only about 36 minutes away from... How is that said?
Timisoara? I have absolutely no idea.
Timisoara, named after Tim.
Yep, that's correct.
Tim's namesake.
Yeah.
So, and I've got a few more components building up. I'm quite short of petrol. I've built local industries on everything I can, really, just to boost it up a bit. Put one on there on the petrol, because I'm shortest of petrol at the minute. But yeah, building up nicely. Oh, and that's it. So I've before we go on to Jonathan and his pretty interesting updates, I've researched a corvette, I've researched a frigate, and I'm now researching a destroyer. And I'm in the process of building naval base level 3 in Marseille. And I really need to build up the naval base in Bordeaux, I think. But I think I was waiting for a bit more resource, which I've got. So I'm doing that. I'm building it now. Naval base level 2. That means I can build frigates in Bordeaux when it's built. And in Marseille I can build the destroyers, which need level 3. And I need to build a level 4 army base in Strasbourg, so I can start building missile launchers, but that I am short of. So I need 2,000 fuel, 7,500 money, of which I've got neither of each. So I'm just going to wait for that to build up overnight, and then I can start building the army base level 4, and then I'll be in business. And in the meantime, we'll go over to Jonathan, but I will be interested to hear your thoughts on strategy for Spain. So Jonathan, what's been going on?
I've been taking Romania, flying my strikes over and just finishing off their troops. I also sent some planes over to Italy. I don't know if you noticed, but you were being attacked by some of Libya's helicopters earlier.
Was I? Oh, no, I didn't see that at all. How many helicopters have they got?
Well, they had like 2 or 3. I think I've killed them all now. They had some ASWs, which are like anti-submarine ones for some reason. And they had a gunship, which is really good against troops. And unfortunately, my AA can't take it down. But
Oh.
they also have no defense against planes, so they were very easy to shoot down with my strikes.
Oh yeah, there's no helicopter attack. I do have a combat recon though in the big stack, which does have 1.5 attack against helicopters, so they're not totally undefended against air, but that's why I need a bit more air support in terms of like mechanized are quite good, I think. Let's have a look at mechanized against air in the big stack over here.
What you're really looking for is
Yeah.
like, if you have a look at my AA turret on Rome, it's got like a different range. And as soon as a plane comes in there, then it'll attack it once every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's different to the attack and defense stats that you'll get for troops, because that's only if they're attacked by a plane. But this will attack if it's in the range.
Where were the helicopters attacking earlier?
Right, so he's actually built an airfield due east of Palermo, in that little province, which is a bit of a weird way to go about it.
Oh yeah.
When he could just build an airport, but that's what he's done. Yeah, and he's got some troops sitting there too. I'm not sure if he's even got any troops sitting on a city. I think he just wanted to get as close to you as possible with that airfield. But he's a bit on the back foot now.
I would say that I was going to leave him alone, and I thought he may leave me alone once I took Italy, but the answer is he's not, so I am going to go and go over to that island and take it. And then he is quite far from me, so that's made up my mind on it. And hopefully I can do it with this little stack of 2 combat recons and a motorised, so maybe with a bit of air support, because I've got a couple of strike fighters ready and waiting. Okay, that's really interesting. They've been a bit aggressive then. I've got an air base now in Rome, so if anyone feels the need to fly troops in, you can. And I've got a hospital there. Well, I'm building a hospital anyway, I'm repairing it. And I've got underground bunkers, so you'll be quite safe if you wanted to have a little trip and a stay. I've got a harbour level 1, so I'm going to build up Rome. It's going to be amazing. It's really key strategically. Tim, what have you been up to?
Yeah, so I've built quite a few ships now. I've got a few frigates, got a couple of destroyers. Last night I went and did that little hit and run on Norway, as I said, so I managed to destroy 2 of their submarines. I think one of them they just produced outside Bergen, so I destroyed that and then quickly hit Bergen and then just ran off. So he's had to repair his base and his arms industry overnight, so just wasted his time and resources really.
Very nice. That'll have set him back quite a lot.
Pretty much, yeah.
He'll have also seen what you've got, so they'll be doubly focusing their efforts on some sea defence and some sea attack, I guess.
Yeah. I'll just do the same again tonight. Might hit Stockholm as well. Just play with them.
Great. Yeah.
Play with their minds.
That's really good. That's a really nice strategy, and it keeps them busy anyway. And while me and Jonathan take our respective bits, and then we'll be very strong. Because I'm going to start developing boats, so as soon as I can send some your way, I can. But I think you're probably quite strong already. I don't know. There's a huge amount I could add to your boats. You've got a stack here of 2 destroyers and 2 frigates, and then a stack here of 2 corvettes. They must have been the first ones you produced, and then a stack here of 3 frigates and the naval officer. That's your elite unit. So you've got some pretty hardcore units already in big stacks. Oh, and a corvette coming out of Glasgow. So you're building up your navy. What have you got planned for the navy? What are you researching? What's the next?
I'm building my first submarine now in Plymouth, so I'm going to get a stack of subs out to the west. And then probably going to be naval recon next. We research those tonight.
Yeah.
And then probably just start upgrading the destroyers. Just to get those a little bit beefier. and yeah, just keep going with those 3 units really, just the ships, subs, and naval recon.
Very nice. And you've got what's this one? Reykjavik. What was it called? Iceland or something? Or
Oh yeah.
well done. Okay, well you're going very nicely now. You're motoring away on a very strong navy, which is going to be invaluable really for us. And what are you researching? What are your units like, Jonathan?
Am I researching at the minute? I haven't looked. I am upgrading something for one of my troops. Yeah, the mobile radar. I'm just building my first one of those. I'm still struggling for rare materials. So I would like to be upgrading my anti-air or maybe some of my troops. But yeah, I've just really got to save up for a bit and maybe focus more on my arms industries. But I'll still stick with just a bunch of troops and anti-air and planes, all of that stuff. Maybe start getting some rocket launchers too.
Yeah, I can see you've got 2 anti-air battalions. Where do you want my main battle tank?
You can keep it at Timisoara. I'll finish taking Constanta, Bucharest, and Craiova, and just gather my troops there, and then we'll be ready to attack Belgrade.
Great, and hopefully in the meantime I can build a few more things. But it's slow going at the moment, and I am kind of fighting on 2 fronts now. I've got Spain and I've got Libya, so I have bitten off quite a lot. So bear that in mind. That I won't be able to commit a huge amount of resource.
Okay.
But
yeah, I feel like you've won the Italian fight.
Yeah.
I don't think Libya's got much fight left, and you've taken most of Italy. Unless he suddenly moves a bunch of reinforcements to Palermo. In terms of Spain, like he's trying to make peace with you, but you've already taken his capital.
Yeah.
So, like, I feel like that's going pretty well too. But you just by all means finish those fights, and then like whenever you're ready to move troops in, then we can go for it. Or if I feel like I'm ready to invade before then, I might just go for it as well. That's all right.
Yeah, whatever. We'll just go with what you feel at the time. There's I've got no desperate need to be holding your hand or not holding your hand on that one. So I'm thinking about my next move because I've got one big stack in Spain, and I've got a feeling I should probably go for La Coruna. Oh, it's got the thingy above the end, Coruña. Maybe that's how it's said, but I think I should go for them because they've got a level 3 naval base. That's going to be their hardest city. But I don't want to walk into an ambush. Kind of wish I had boats by now. Yeah, but I am building the level 2 base for Bordeaux. I'm just going to be a bit late with my ships, but they'll come in as good support at some point. Strasbourg. Yeah, I just need to save up a few more resources. I'm really getting there though. Once I've got everything together, I'll be pretty strong, I think. I'm currently researching destroyers, which will be nice. Got a spare research slot. So I'm just having a look at the options. Main battle tank upgrade will just give me an extra 1 each on defense for, against troops and tanks, and 1 attack against helicopters. I guess the helicopter attack would be useful. And then a troop upgrade for my mechanised infantry. It's not too much money, and that would give me... Oh god, yeah, it would make them really strong against tanks and very defensible. 7.5 against tanks in defence. So that's pretty good, and that would upgrade all my existing people. We've got quite a lot coming then. Finish off Spain, start against Serbia, who are a big player. They're part of the coalition, so let's have another look at the coalition. They are Turkey, Serbia and Syria. Also they are Mali, and if we go on the political map, it is a really good view. I normally put it on and then tend not to come off it. There's Mali in that big red zone, and then there's Syria in that big red zone. There's Turkey in a bit of a non-colour, and then Serbia in that red zone. And if you have a look closer, we can see here that once Jonathan's taken Romania, then he'll be right up against the Turkey and Syria border. Along with me, I'm right up against the Syria border, and that's the biggest coalition in the game, I think. If we have a look at the coalitions, it's Mustache. They've lost a player. Okay, Mali have exited their alliance, so it's just Colombia across the pond in the Americas, and so really just Turkey, Syria, and Serbia in this neck of the woods. Interesting.
I wonder what happened to them.
They probably. I mean, that was vaguely relevant to them because they'll come up against them at some point. But maybe they saw us coming for them, and I don't know. Maybe they want to make more of an African Union. We'll see. Or they may have just left the game, become inactive.
Yeah, I hope not. It's annoying when that happens.
They've got. Just having a look at their stuff. They don't look terribly active. They don't have a lot built. Got a level 2 naval base on the coast. Level 2
Just like to point out that I'm number 2 player in the game right now. 25 cities.
That's very modest of you to say so. Where do we find that?
Diplomacy and filtered by cities and victory points. And you are in 3rd place, just behind.
Woo! I haven't even had a look at this. So, where are we? Oh, Poland,
Very well.
France, Mexico, UK represent. You're 7th, so we're all in the top 7, which is good. Oh, okay, it's based on cities, so I've got 20 cities, you've got 25, and victory points as well, so that's land, the land grabs. Mexico are pretty big, and Philippines. Are they the ones that took Japan? And Japan kind of swapped all of their territory for North Korea.
That'll be taking it now.
Oh yeah, look at them. Look, they've got the whole... Whoa. That's pretty solid because there's not a lot of players who will be prepared to go onto all these islands because that'll take forever. And they're going into Indonesia. Oh wow. Yeah, it looks like... Oh my god, they've got a level 4 arms industry in... Oh, and it's just given them petrol. Okay, they've spent an awful lot of money on an island in Indonesia, Brunei. Interesting. Might point to them having quite a lot of resources. So it's all going on in the rest of the world. Let's have a look at Mexico then while we're here. So we're getting there with Europe. We're getting very strong. Mexico looks like they're still trying to expand into America. Oh yeah, they're doing very well along the east coast. They've got the New York. Oh, it'd be great if we could see what troops they had. Yeah, it looks like they're going up the east coast first. That's where the main concentration of the cities is, so that's probably a wise move. Okay, that's cool. It's good seeing the world picture. So I think my next move is to build up a bit of a navy, but also while building battle tanks and the mechanised troops. I'm going to take my big stack in Spain and I'm going to go and attack La Coruna. But I think I probably should leave something in Madrid. Oh god. Or should I go down to Malaga, because that might be where Spain has their army. It's a difficult decision. I might go down to Malaga. I'll have to have a think about that one. I might need to move more troops over there, actually. Just to give them a bit more of a hand. What do you think the next move should be in Spain? Got Madrid, that's where my big stack is. Could leave a motorised infantry behind.
I would always leave one motorised infantry behind in a city. Just like otherwise it's so likely to go rogue. Like either La Corona or Valencia, and just leave one or two behind in Madrid. Or you could even go for both at the same time if you're feeling confident.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm going to find. I can leave behind a combat recon and a motorised infantry and just take forward the modern army, which is 3 mechanised infantry and 2 battle tanks. That would be interesting. Valencia might be a safer bet because then I could get back quicker. And then, go to Valencia and then down to Malaga. I'll do that and take that eastern side. Valencia, down to Malaga, and if in the meantime they bring a big stack up from attacking Africa, then I can try and intercept, or at least I'll have some sort of visibility and I won't be miles away. And then I can work my way along the west coast, and in the meantime I'll need to send reinforcements. So I think it's not over in Spain. I think I do need to send reinforcements. So we'll see what happens there.
And then next moves beyond that, you could even start moving into Africa.
Yeah. I think my next move into Africa has got to be Libya, right? Because they're attacking, and they've been attacking, so I could just use that as a reason. Because they may not stop attacking. But equally, Morocco looks quite nice. They're a small nation. Tunisia, yeah.
Tunisia is one of these NPC areas, so it's kind of like if you wanted to invade that, then Tunis could be a little base of operations to go into Libya
and very nice.
Algeria.
Yeah, that's a really nice idea. And also, I've got Tim backing me up in Spain with Gibraltar, pretty key battleground that hasn't been taken yet. I guess that's why Spain didn't take it, because they could see it was part of an alliance that they wanted to stay away from and not anger or bring attention to. But yeah, sorry about that, Spain, but you've got to go. It's just unlucky.
Tim's still got his little territory down there. It's nice, isn't it?
Should build like an airfield there so he can fly his troops in. It's got a harbour.
Yeah.
If I can make it down to Gibraltar, you've got to represent them with 1 troop.
I'd say it's very superior.
And what about the Falklands, Tim? You going to move some troops there too?
Maybe.
Well, that's more of a Navy thing, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. True.
Who's that in the background? Can't quite hear you, though, in the background. Any last thoughts? Oh.
Sorry. So, I mean, I'm probably going to finish taking Belarus tonight, moving some troops into Lithuania as well. And then, yeah, just finish off, probably just do another hit and run on Bergen tonight, bring that to the ground. Destroy that naval base and arms industry.
Oh, we'll just look at what territory you've taken in Belarus. Okay, yeah, very nice. You've done you've done a grand old land grab. Oh, that'll give you better resources. That's good. And Jonathan?
I'm trying to bulk out some of my cities with recruiting offices and underground bunkers to boost morale and boost unit production.
Yeah.
And then I've kind of been organising my cities into what I want to build in each of them in the future. So I'm going to have a couple for land units, a couple for air, and a couple for boats, and one which can kind of do a bit of everything.
Yeah, very nice.
It's going to take a while until I get to my ideal troop production. But meanwhile, I'm just going to keep invading as fast as possible.
You're expanding very well, and you're in a really nice block.
Yeah.
There's one resource that I do now have excess of, and that's manpower. I just can't get through manpower quick enough, so that's a good thing, I guess.
You've got too much manpower.
Yeah, I've got 12,500, and there's no sign of how I'm going to spend that. So
it's one of those things if you're going to run out of it, it will be in the first week, and otherwise you'll never be short of it.
Yeah.
And that can't be said for the other resources.
What we can do is a 3-way sound off of what we've got in terms of production per hour. So if I go first and say 212 supplies an hour, you two then sound off what you've got.
254.
Mm.
I'm at 174.
205 components.
202.
103 petrol fuel.
Only 95.
Looks like we lost Tim. 130 electronics.
121.
Yeah, 122.
Very nice. 86 rare materials.
80.
78.
157 manpower.
198.
Cool.
95.
$938 an hour.
1,122.
913.
Cool. So yeah, you've probably done a little less land grabbing, Tim, or maybe not quite as many cities. I don't know, but you're certainly making up for that now. You won't be far off, because I've only really invaded Italy and North Italy and a bit of Spain. So okay, looking good. So well, I think that's all for tonight. And so it's goodbye from me, and it's goodbye from them.
Yep. See you later.
Over and out.